I have with me today here is the Subaru Levorg. I've been waiting for this car for so long. Right? Hi, this is Bobby from Evo, and I used to have a Subaru Legacy wagon, so I'm very happy to see this car. Now, this car obviously is based on the Impreza platform, but why is it named a Levorg? Because there's a saying where the bunch of engineers who did this are big fans of the Subaru Legacy BP5, which is the one that I had, and this is the spiritual successor of that car, and it looks very similar. It has the exact same wheelbase, 2650, and the dimensions are very similar. This car is a bit heavier now, of course, now with all the new crash compliance and all that. But Subaru has always been Subaru is like the Volvo of Asia, if none of you knew about that, because they don't really communicate about that. They always pass crash tests with flying colors. You can pick up a 2008 Subaru and it will pass a 2013 crash test. So they've always been ahead. And in fact, you know that automatic braking thing where you follow the car's speed and distance, Subaru call it the My Eye or something like that. They debuted that system earlier than Volvo did, so they are actually very much ahead when it comes to safety. Okay, no power boot. It's not a luxury car. In fact, few of us like power boots actually. You like it when you close it and then you can walk away, but not so much when you're opening it. Alright, first thing, the opening is very wide and large. You have some nets here, right? So when you tapao stuffs and all that, you can put them here so they won't fling around. Of course, it would be great if there is, you know, the rail systems that most European car makers use. But then you have this small little compartment here where the tires are underneath the foams, very high quality foams. Now there's one thing, there's additional compartments here. There's one thing I love about my old Legacy is the fact that you can open these up. They perfected the design. They never even changed it in the course of 13 years. They never changed the system, so it's still the same. Now, why am I showing this? Because it's important. Car makers that has a SUV in your lineup, look at this. Car engineers, look at this. Look at how Subaru does things. Why? Because inevitably you might want to remove the tonneau cover and to be able to store it. Do you know how important is that? Because if your tonneau cover is just lying around, in a collision, it's a very heavy projectile. It's actually dangerous. So I love car makers who design things this way, and they make it clear for you. Now, you don't need powered stuff, you know, buttons and all that. This is just spring-loaded Japanese simplicity in engineering. So you can put a mountain bike in. I don't think it will be able to clear a standard what was that, 23-24 inch large bike without removing the front wheels, but you can see it's huge. It's definitely larger than my Audi wagon. Alright, now let's look at the rear seats. I'm gonna put this down. Okay, I am 5'11" again. I think all of you would have known I'm 5'11" by now. Plenty of headroom. Plenty of headroom. There's a lot. As for knee room, look at it. And I don't think you can see from the camera, but my sitting position is very comfortable. It is slightly more slanted, but that's Subaru. You'll be able to, if I'm not wrong, it's actually adjustable. Is it? Or is it not? Yes, it is. See? So by sitting upwards a bit, you get a free slightly more boot space, but you can put it down, and it's very comfortable for long journeys. Very nice. I would wish if there's a panoramic roof, but there isn't. But I have no complaints here. I have no complaints in this back seat. As for sitting in the middle, now it's a bit tight here. There's no rear aircon vents. Remember, this is still a base from a C segment car. The Impreza is a C segment car, so there's enough space for my feet. But this part, no choice, it's a 4-wheel drive, so you will have the center tunnel. And Subarus are quite low actually. They have low ride heights. Oh, I don't like this. Yes, you'll be able to put a small bottle, but why block it up? It's not like there's a speaker here or whatever, right? Just mold the doors all the way, open up this part so that the whole thing is a compartment that we can, you know, store things. Don't do it like that. It's never good. Short though. Door opening. Wow, nice. I think that's like almost 80 degrees. So ingress and egress, not a problem. What else? Nice spoiler here. So it comes with keyless. The car comes with keyless entry. It's handsome lah. It's a good looking car. Not as good looking as my old Legacy, but it's good looking enough. See? Yeah, very nice car. I like it. There we go. Whoa, unnecessarily huge fuel cap lever there. Yeah, could have put here, right? But this runs on cable, so it goes all the way behind. Again, look at it. There's so much space not being utilized. Mold it correctly so that, you know, you could have put a lot of stuff here. Oh, this one, I think things will get stuck here. See, you can't fit a large bottle. If they mold it this way, like how Audi does, so you put the large bottle sideways, and then you can put your touch and go, your wallet, your other stuffs here. It's a very important compartment actually, the door pockets. So this is actually the spiritual successor of the much loved Legacy BP5. Because after the BP5, Subaru decided to go full on to challenge Camrys and Accords. So the Legacy suddenly bloated up in size and became a full big D segment car that focuses more on comfort than outright, you know, that the whole rally DNA or heritage. If you do not know, Subaru started rallying with the Legacy, not the Impreza. So for us Subaru fans, the Legacy name means a lot, but unfortunately due to market circumstances, they need to, you know, put it right smack into the D segment, whereas the Impreza will go into the C segment. And that's where the Levorg comes in, because the Legacy used to be this size, not a D segment size. So as a spiritual successor of the Legacy, it has the sharp looks of the current Impreza, which I think is the best looking Impreza in all of their 9, 10, 11 generations. I like what I'm seeing here. I'm test driving a Subaru, and Waze brought me to Subaru territory. Yeah. See, that's what a stiff chassis does. You go through that sort of road, but you feel nothing in the car. There's absolutely nothing just now. You know, I can see the other cars are going like that, but I don't feel much in the car. That tells a lot on how rigid the body is, the rigidity of the car. Normally, if the car isn't rigid enough, when you go through, road undulations and like that, you can hear the plastic panels squeaking. Crack, 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 crack. Why? Imagine a tissue box, and when you're doing that, you're actually flexing the body. Now the panels are fixed, so when you flex it, you will hear all that sound. Yep. So nice. My, thank you Waze. You brought me to places where it's meant for a Subaru. Whoa, lovely, lovely, lovely. This is a two-way road. Am I in the wrong direction? No, correct. And wow. Okay, starting the bike this car. See, the acceleration is good. The response is good despite it's a CVT. I have to admit, I don't like CVTs in general, but so far I have to say Subaru made the best CVTs, and visibility is great. The slim A pillars, right, it reaches far out without obstructing the apex. You know, certain cars, right, you have the pillars closer to the driver so that we have a better view out of the car. This one is a little bit MPV-ish. It doesn't look like that from outside, but when I'm seated inside, it feels a little bit MPV-ish, whereby you are in your perfect driving position, but you are in no way within reach of the base of the windscreen. You can see this. There's no way that I can reach there. So in that sense, it's slightly MPV-ish, and these really help with visibility. I like it a lot, and I need to go out here. Okay, it's not easy. Traffic. I can see the curbs on my driving position. I can just look at the curbs there. You can't do that in most cars, but okay, I'm now caught up in the traffic jam. I think I know what to do. Let's use Waze. Okay, no, it's a joke. I'm on the highway. I just paid to enter a traffic jam that I cannot escape. But what I can make use of my time now is to bring you around the car. Alright, there you go. That's the infotainment screen, and it is quite responsive. Yep. Right. So the design hasn't really changed much over the years. So you have a soft touch dashboard. Weirdly, there is a leather stitch. It's real stitching though. There's some real stitching there. Over here, there's a push start button. You can set your tire pressure so that when your car's pressure is off, it will warn you, which is nice. I think all cars should have this. Some nice trimmings here. Okay, it's good that they don't even try to make it look like carbon fiber at all, because pretending to look like carbon fiber is just weird. This one is nice. There's a chrome strip here. Leather wrap, which is nice as well. And full auto. How nice if all cars have traffic jam assist and all that stuff, right? That'd be great. See, that's the steering. Nice chunky steering, very sporty looking, very sporty looking. These dials are, I would say, just alright in terms of quality. There's a USB port, an auxiliary port here. This is a nice compartment, so you can just throw your stuff there. And, decently sized, right? Yeah, that's what I like about Subarus. Very usable. See? Look at this compartment. Wallet, slim objects and all that. And you can remove this, right? Then you can close it off and you can put things on top. Yeah. I like the suspension. Okay, it's definitely a sporty suspension. Travel is not long like Ford's, but as you rebound, right, it doesn't crash. It doesn't like bang, it doesn't do that. It absorbs it, but you feel it. You feel it's a sports suspension. All right. Oh, there's a police car. Okay, in my old Subaru, when the brand wasn't as popular or as recognizable here by the layman, I mean, most car enthusiasts would know, but layman, because my car was debadged, so there's only a logo behind. I once kena a saman, and the saman wrote Chrysler. Can you believe it? And what's even more unbelievable is this. Okay, I'm not trying to how do I put this? It's not to look down on my fellow policemen, but what's amazing, he spelled Chrysler correctly. Come on, man! I don't even think all employees in Chrysler can spell their brand correctly. Chrysler, but that our fellow policeman spelled it correctly, Chrysler. So I got a saman on my Subaru with a Chrysler written there.